Robert, I mean, what a couple of days. You know, Friday, 2% lower. Today, 3% up. Why are investors, why are traders so relieved today?
Yeah, look, the rand is certainly living up to its reputation as the world's most volatile currency. I think on Friday night, after S&P downgraded the country's local currency debt, we had that kind of knee-jerk reaction, and then Moody's, as you mentioned, gave us a kind of a reprieve. And so the rand today had its best day in almost 2 years. And the reason for that is that in order to remain a constituent of the World Government Bond Index, that's the Citigroup index, South Africa needs an investment rating on its local currency debt from either Moody's or S&P. And of course, the concern was that it would lose both those ratings. So the Moody's reprieve, in a way, means that for the next 3 months or so at least, there won't be any forced selling of South African government bonds, and we won't see massive outflows from the country's bond market. And so it was kind of a relief rally today, driven by that decision.
Is there anything about the ANC succession race that might change that scenario, Robert?
Yes, of course. So now the next big hurdle, I think, for the rand is the leadership election within the ruling party, the ANC, which is happening in mid-December. And I think the market sees that as kind of a two-way contest between one candidate, Cyril Ramaphosa, who is seen as a pro-reform, pro-market candidate, against Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, who is President Jacob Zuma's preferred candidate to lead the party. And so I think traders are pricing in massive two-way risks for the rand, because I think that if Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma wins that election, then it will be seen as a continuation of Jacob Zuma's grip on the party. Whereas if Ramaphosa wins, well, then all sorts of possibilities open up, from reform within the party and government to perhaps even the party asking Jacob Zuma to step down as president of the country before his term expired. And that would be seen as rand positive. And so if you look at the options market, there are big kind of two-way bets on the rand going into December and beyond.